Hey, how you doing? It's Russ from Pilates Guy. I'm just going to talk to you today a little about what Pilates actually is. What actually is Pilates? Well, obviously it's a form of exercise. A lot of people bundle it in with like yoga, but yoga's thousands of years old, created in the East. It can be quite a spiritual practice. Although there's a lot of different forms. Pilates is like around 80 years old, just over. Created by a professional German professional boxer who was in the UK teaching British police self-defense before the war broke out. He was put in an internment camp. Basically, he already had been building a methodology for correcting, realigning the body. And as injured people came into that camp, he started to heal people and recover people from injuries. So basically, it's kind of an exercise methodology which there's a lot of principles, but I don't want to drill right down into the principles. I've done another video about the principles of Pilates and how we apply it. But pretty much, Pilates is going to improve your mobility. So you move better, maybe you can squat a little bit lower, maybe your hips will move a little bit more. That's not flexibility. Flexibility is lengthening, being able to lengthen muscles. So that's mobility. Flexibility is that lengthening the muscles, which you'll also build from Pilates. Now a lot of people say, well, you know, I'm going to do some Pilates, I could do some stretching. Well, we don't do an awful lot of stretching in Pilates. A lot of the exercises include an element of stretching, but it's more about mobility, strength, stabilizing the body, good posture. So there's a combination of exercises that will be focused on really strengthening the core, the whole core, strengthening the glutes, strengthening every part of the body, to be honest. There's a real focus on core strength, spinal alignment, so good posture, standing tall, correcting poor posture. Poor posture isn't just up here, it can be down here as well. You can be rounding the lower back or sticking out your tailbone, that's poor posture. In fact, any movement that you stay in for a long time that isn't good for the body is poor posture. However, you need to take your body through all sorts of different movements and improve those movements and strength and things like that. So that's what Pilates kind of does. It enables you to go through a real series of different movements and strengthen your body. You do lengthen those muscles so you get your flexibility. It irons out imbalances in the body as well. So, you know, one of the imbalances that's most common nowadays in the West is anterior pelvic tilt, where we do actually have a little bit of our tailbone sticking out a little bit, deep arch in the lower back. This can be caused by sitting down a lot, hell of a lot, causes tight hip flexors, which pulls us forwards and causes the butt to stick out a little bit. I'm exaggerating how much, but just a small amount causes major problems. Hip flexor issues, weak glutes causing hamstring strain, calf strain. Pilates kind of irons those imbalances out with regular, consistent practice. So it helps with that. If you know my story, which is obviously another video I've got, then you'll know that I went through hell with back pain, couldn't play rugby, couldn't lift weights or anything like that, came through the other side, and it's because I started doing Pilates, which I really struggled with, to be honest with you, to begin with. But once I got into it, I saw the benefits, and I left my career to do this instead. So, so there's some huge benefits to regularly practicing your Pilates. As I've been talking, obviously I'm just posting the odd picture of some of the video of the odd exercise here and there that we're actually doing in Pilates. Things like a plank, your bridges, glute bridges, you'll see people doing because your glutes are really important for sports performance, but also for holding us upright and supporting our backs. All these beneficial exercises, a lot are used by physiotherapists. So some of my clients say that was really similar to some of the exercises my physio gets me to do. Well, yeah, because that's what Pilates was designed for. So it complements sport, it helps with pain, it improves posture, aesthetically, it will make you feel and even maybe be a tiny fractional little bit taller. I can't promise it's going to make you tall, but it is going to have a really positive impact on the body. You improve things like power generation with your sports as well. So you improve balance. We do a lot of one leg work where we're standing up on one leg, but making sure that we stay like neutral spine, neutral pelvis. So it means that you've got less kind of free movements happening when you are hit with impact, like in rugby or impact contact sports, or just falling over when you're out for a walk. It happens. And you know, your body can really suffer from those. So it helps us avoid injuries, recover from injuries, perform better, come out of pain. So it's really beneficial methodology of exercise, as well as, yeah, we do push-ups, we do weird exercises you never would have looked at before in your life. If you've got any questions about Pilates and how it may or may not be able to help you with whatever you're looking at, whether it's pain sports, general well-being, avoiding issues, please feel free to get in touch with me and I can explain in a bit more depth. If you want more in-depth technical detail about Pilates. My principles video is me rambling on about the different principles of Pilates and how we apply them to our exercise methodology. Hopefully that's in some way helpful in explaining what Pilates is with, say, a few clips of those videos of different exercises that we do. But as I say, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Get in touch if you've got any questions at all.